Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. I want to hear from you as regards everything we're talking about, particularly the hopeful return of the National Sports Festival. Talk to us on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels Sports. Let's be part of nation building. What are ways you think sports can develop in this country, particularly at the grassroots, at the stage where it's for development? Because a lot of things are wrong. The structure, the policies, organization, so many wrong things. So let's find out ways, enough of the problems, let's get a solution out of all of these. So talk to us on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels Sports. And we're showing love to the ladies. You're listening to Sarah Ogoke. Say, look, we're going to have some fun. Take it one step at a time. We can win medals or even go ahead and get the gold medal. And I told you, not that I told you, look, don't think she's bluffing, because impossible is nothing. They went to the last Afrobasket. No one gave the D Tigers a chance, and they won right there in Mali. They can do it again. They can conquer the world. And at that time, you start seeing them winning fans. It was, we knew they were going to do it. Support them now before the competition starts. They're in Lagos for the final phase of their preparation for the World Cup. Then they'll go to Turkey, stay there for one more week before they go to Spain for the competition. We're excited. You know why? The Nigeria Women's Premier League is back. Yes, the men said, look, we can't go on. A lot of things went wrong. We don't want to talk about it. But Lobby Stars, they said, you're going to represent Nigeria in the CAF Champions League. But the women, they said, look, we're going to keep playing football. And it went down today right here in Lagos. FC Robo Queens defeated Abia Angels 4-0. Newborn women's football is back. It's beautiful.
Excellent advertisement for women's football when you see FC Robo Queens give Abia Angels an absolute hiding. 4-0 it ended, you know. It's exciting when you see women put the ball in the net and just play some really fancy stuff. Very good. And another win that got me excited, it's Bielsa Queens winning away from home, man. We've always talked about
They've been doing it this season, yeah.
We've always talked about the fact that in women's football, away wins are not hard to come by. Teams go away from home and play expansive football.
And referees go home. Nobody's in problem.
That can only happen if you
cameras are saved. It's wonderful. FC Robo Queens, I think it's good. It's amazing. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And few 0-0 scoreline, but the important thing is that goals have been flying in now. Women's football is getting a lot of attention.
Look at her right there, Joseph Rasheedat Ajibade, giving everything she has to her club, and she's the captain. Just see her also on the score sheet.
Absolutely, I mean, so delighted to see her. I mean, when you see a player who's represented Nigeria outside the shores of this country coming to play in the local league, it helps to boost the local league.
Yeah.
You know, I love the fact that people came out in numbers to watch Nigerian women football, and we need more of this crowd across centers. We need more of this crowd, and I mean, once it is, people would always come out and watch, and hopefully they'll get the necessary publicity as well required. I was checking their Facebook page, there was nothing. Twitter handle also nothing. They really need to step up so many things, you know. But the fact that people came out today to watch, and the scoreline quite entertaining, 4-0, you know, shows that there is more to watch in female football. When next FC Robo is playing at home, you can be rest assured that more fans will come out, you know, hoping that they'll give, not really, maybe similar scoreline. You know, it's more exciting when goals come in, you know, not 0-0 scoreline, but there's goals, creates excitement, creates more buzz, and, you know, causes fans to come out to watch.
And that's a good finish right there. And just as you guys said, I agree. Young girls playing football, and then making some old men celebrate and jump onto the pitch. Don't do that again.
Yeah.
Stay off the pitch. You can celebrate by the touchline, you know. But it's good. We love it. So shout out to FC Robo getting off this stanza on a winning note. Let's take a look at other results that went down today in the Nigeria Women's Premier League Group A result. Confluence Queens defeated Edo Queens by a single goal. That's it right there. Shaw Babes lost at home to Bielsa Queens. Bielsa Queens came into this season on fire. They're like, look, we're not playing. We just want to get everything done now. Don't forget the target is a Super 4. You know, and Delta Queens defeated Heartland Queens 3-1. In Group B, Pelican Stars defeated Jokodolu Babes 3-1. Oshun Babes and Sunshine Queens played goalless. They know themselves so well. But if you turn that reverse fixtures for men, we'll be talking about the issues, not the results. Adamawa Queens and Nasarawa Amazons played goalless. Also, why that's the match for this fixtures. FC Robo Queens beating Abia Angels 4-0. So that's a good one. I saw Anche Gine just before that match was played. I said, look, they're ready, they're fired up. By the way, shout out to Abia Angels because they didn't do so badly last season, and this is what we're talking about. This league should also draw more female officials, coaches, ex-internationals. That way, we can brand the league when we have names that are known in it.
Absolutely, Austin. And what better way to do it than to ensure that the ex-internationals get a chance? And the ex-internationals themselves have got to step up to the plate and stand up and be counted, put themselves out there into coaching, because it's always exciting when you see someone who's been played football at the highest level, been around the blocks for a very long time, get into coaching and just pass on the knowledge she learned for 10, 15, 20 years playing the game. So it's wonderful and it's quite exciting. And really, I think CAF at some point should be thinking of inter-club competitions. I think CAF should, because I think it would generate a lot of excitement. You see, the tussle to play in the continent for the male, the men's team, it's always exciting because you want to have that exposure of traveling outside of Nigeria and playing football. So I think at some point, CAF should start thinking of inter-club competition for the ladies.
Even if it's not on a holistic view, regions.
Regions.
Wafu, maybe they go to Ghana, play and all of that, so that our women's football can also have some solid stance. We like that. So let's see what's going on as regards to that one. The league is back. We'll continue to monitor it. We've mentioned some things. Let's take it seriously. Put women's football out there so that it can generate some followership. Let's talk about the Nigeria National League. That's another serious level of football in the country, because the NNL produces the next set of clubs that will be promoted to the Nigeria Professional Football League. So you should start following it now. So that it was, when did this team get to the MPFL? No, particularly when the league resumes, Joseph, it will be 24 this time around. So those of us like, why is it 24? It's because no team was relegated in this current season that stopped unexpectedly. So let's just take a look at some of the results from the Nigeria National League Group A1 results. Let's run through it. Real Stars defeated walkover. We will talk about that one. We will talk about that. At this level, walkovers are unacceptable. At this level of football, FC Zamfara defeated Adamawa United 2-0. Jigawa Golden Stars 1, Sokoto United 0. Sokoto United, after that upset in the ITO Cup, they're still excited, so it affected them. EFCC lost to Gombe United by a single goal. Malufashi defeated Giordano 4-0. Group A2 result: Aklosendi 3. NAF Rockets 0, Kada had a walkover over FC Taraba. We have said it a lot of times. When you're making policy statements, you have to be firm. You're going to hurt people, but you do the right things. We know the story of Taraba FC till this day. So if they can't be in the football, you don't force them. Nigeria National League Group B1 results: Aqua Starlets defeated Bayelsa United 1-0, Abia Comets 1, Warri Wolves 0, Gateway United 2, Bendel Insurance 1. Spartans defeated Shooting Stars of Ibadan by a single goal. B2 results: Osun United 3, Stationary Stores 0, Remo Stars 2, Unisem Rovers 0, Dynamo Force 2, Nnewi United 0, Delta Force 2, Crown FC of Ogbomosho 0. So there you have it, guys. Let's quickly run through some of the results, and particularly, Joseph, that liken this to your championship in the UK.
I was just going through, and I saw that there was all the home teams won. I mean, that is quite disturbing. I mean, it's quite.
Gombe United won. Gombe United won away.
Okay, won away. That's the only result. And I'm just concerned about some teams. You know, Stationary Stores losing 3-0 to Osun United. I would so much love Stationary Stores to be back, to the Premier League. I mean, the Onico Stadium is synonymous to Stationary Stores. I just hope they're able to get their acts together and then back to the
Lagos football
MPFL. It would be wonderful. Bendel Insurance as well. They've had a lot of support from the state governor. Been very, very good, but this time around they lost 2-1, and in spite of the promise that each time any victory they get, they will get ₦1 million. They lost this one 2-1 to Gateway.
In Yopong, I was talking about the walkovers. Look, we have said this a lot of times, that if we have 10 teams in a league and we do it professionally, do it the right way, it's better than we come here and talk about this sort of results.
It's absolutely true, Austin. And some of the better leagues on the African continent, it might interest you to know that some of the better leagues on the continent don't have 20 leagues in their leagues. The South African PSL, of course, 16 teams in the league. The Egyptian leagues, I'm not sure they've got up to 16 teams. Some of the better leagues, because you have to follow it to the end. You have to follow professionalism. And it's something that you said, and it's quite true. If you have to run a professional league, if you have to do things properly and quite professionally, you will have to hurt a few teams. You hurt a few people, and that's something that we haven't quite developed the balls to be able to go on with it. We have the laws, they are written down, but nobody has the guts to go and enforce them, because you don't want to really step on some individuals.
You must offend people.
It's not right, because I tell people, we talked about the issue of hooliganism in the MPFL. We've had that for a few years now, and we keep talking about it, and I say, if you had to do things right, you've got to put the hammer on people. You've got to come out and say, we're not going to take this anymore, and if you do this, we'll get you out of this league. Once there is a collective responsibility, people know that you cannot go get away with certain things. Things will be done properly. Now, some MPFL grounds, some NNL grounds are an absolute shame to football.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be playing football anywhere near there. Now, but because we do not want to step on people's toes,
Yeah.
we pacify people.
So let's just let it.
It doesn't work, Austin, and we cannot develop going on like this.
We will not. Joseph, I know.
Yeah.
Look, we talk about rules.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to keep saying it. Let me read the rule book before they go and play, and you find out that everything there is not followed. But Joseph, take Taraba FC. You know the story of Taraba FC. When they dropped out of the league about 2 or 3 seasons ago, we know that this state, it's difficult for them football.
Yeah.
Is it by force?
No, Austin, it's quite disturbing. At times, I wonder the quality of thoughts that goes into the strategy. You know, when we are forming the league and what we need to do in terms of principle and the steps that we need to take. Because if you look at international best practices, we look at leagues abroad and we know the way they are run efficiently.
Don't go to Europe or stay in Africa.
We know that this is not esoteric. There's nothing out of this world about it. These are very basic principles. And if you, we have people who are in charge of Nigerian football who've been out and they've seen things. So what we don't understand is that when you draft a rule book concerning the way things are done, knowing fully well that international best practice demands certain things, what stops you from implementing it? Because if you don't, what you have is a wishy-washy arrangement where people just run things almost, you run the league almost like a pure water business, you know, different tests, different places. It's quite embarrassing. Walkovers coming up. If they don't have the resources, the capacity to be able to,
Just excuse them. Yeah, just thank you so much. No problem.
If we have a league of just 10 teams,
and it's run
professionally, in every sense of the word, we first of all inspect the grounds and we ensure that every facilities are intact and they are TV friendly and teams are able to pay salaries. You know, I was watching Nodi's tweet the other day, and the team took their players to church that they have not paid just for Thanksgiving, and they haven't paid them for like 6 months. I mean, what kind of even if we lay hands and legs, it will not make them perform well. So when we talk of structures, salaries must be paid as at, you know, when
they don't have it, call everybody together. I said, we're still friends. No problem, no fight. Just go, and when you're ready to do the right things, come back. It's simple as that. It is because how long will you give Taraba FC walkover before you know that they cannot compete anymore?
I was even looking at the list, about 32 teams. That is just too crowded.
It's okay. It's the NNL. So that's the story of the NNL. We're excited that it is back, and we'll continue to monitor it. Let's talk about the ITO Cup, the round of 32 fixtures. We love the ITO Cup because that one gets us talking. We see smaller teams do the upsets against the big teams. So let's see what round of 32 can give to us. Kebbi United, we play Enugu Rangers. FC Ifeanyi Ubah, we take on J Atete. It's Kano Pillars versus Sokoto United. Dynamo Force, we play Imba. Imba needs to be careful with this sort of things. Aqua United will play Aklosendi. Kogi United, we take on Niger Tornadoes. Yobe Desert Stars going against Plateau United. El Kanemi Warriors will play Katsina United Feeders. Wiki Torres versus Bayelsa United. Nassau United versus Standard FC. Remo Stars Juniors will take on Rivers United. Coffine FC will take on Sunshine Stars. Crown FC of Ogbomoso will take on Abia Warriors. Ultra United will play Katsina United. Mighty Jets going against Kwara United, and Go Round going against Supreme Court. So in case you've not seen some of those MPFL teams that you know, you're saying, where are they? They are out. September. Let's go on this quick break now. When we'll come back, we'll wrap up the show. But don't go anywhere. Stay.